Hey there guys, it's F3 on the Duels of Pro channel. Give me guys my Super Quantums, and god do I love this archetype. Power Rangers, just awesome fun, you know, making Xyz into bigger Xyz and stuff like that. I would love if this actually came out during the Xyz era. I mean, even though it was just the basic port, Super Quantums would have been such a huge splash, people would love playing them. But anyways, let's just get started. Triple White Ranger, god, if you don't know his effect, it's up on the screen. It's just dump from deck to grave. Search, he can special summon himself. Yes, he is level 7, so he doesn't really match with any other of the Rangers, but that's perfectly fine. He's his own Ranger with his own sword and stuff like that. It's perfectly fine. His utility is awesome. And the thing is, I play triple because that's just how I am, and, you know, other things. But you can definitely run 2. Hell, if you really want, you can run 1, but 2 is pretty much, you know, bare minimum in my opinion. Anyways, Shaddoll Beast. Yes, I am running the Shaddoll variant. Honestly, the Shaddoll variant is pretty much the most accessible. It's really the easiest to just kind of pop off, especially with Shaddoll Fusion, just being like, oh, okay, bring out Fusion. Dump 2 from deck. And of course, I run 2 Shaddolls for each of the main line Rangers. So 2 Beasts for triple red, 2 Squamatas for triple green, triple blue for double Hedgehog. So all bases are covered, very nice and balanced. And of course, triple Alpha. Triple Alert of Darkness, because I am running that enough. I'm running enough darks. You can definitely bump this down to 2. I was for a bit, but of course, for reasons, I'm tripling out some things. 1-for-1 because for Alphon. Double Shaddoll Fusion because Shaddoll. Double Terraforming because, of course, you're going to want to get into the field as fast as possible. Dark World Dealings because I do get their effects. All my monsters' effects except for this. I wish Alphon had a good effect. So sad. But yeah, Alphon's the only one that doesn't get any effects from Dark World yet, so you definitely fly. E-Tele because of blue layer, and of course triples and stuff. Alright, let's go ahead, let's deal with the elephant in the room. Pod Desires and Necrophage. It works. I didn't want to do it, I did literally everything else I could think of. I did a Lightsworn variant, I did a Danger variant, which the Danger variant is actually kind of interesting, but it's just, it doesn't want to mix well. The Shaddoll variant mixes well the best in my opinion, and yeah, and Pod Desires, it works. I know I'm not the biggest fan of it either, but it fucking works. And of course, Necrophage is just to kind of recycle everything in. And here's a huge thing that you need to keep in mind. If you're going to use Pod Desires, really Pod Desires needs to be the last card you play. You need to exhaust everything else with your monsters, with your spells, everything. Same with Necrophage. And it's just, you activate Pod Desires, whatever, get a little bit plus, maybe extend your plays a little bit. Mostly Pod Desires is just to replenish your hand by at least 1 more card. So you can, use Magnet Carrier and so on and so forth. This is not to be like, okay, I do 2 searches, and I'm going to use Pod Desires before I do a draw. Or, no. You do everything else in Pod Desires. I don't want to hear anybody bitching about Pod Desires. Fucking screw. Anyways, let's get to that deck. We're gonna start with the fusion side. One Aniatos, water, fire, wind. I did want to run the dark. Room was a thing. I know I'll get to these, but it's basically Shaddoll Fusion with any of the mainline Rangers. I wish Construct was a thing. Oh my god, if I could get if I could fit Construct and if I had Construct, I would definitely fit Construct and Shaddoll Winda. Or El Shaddoll Window, or whatever the fucker his name is, definitely rearrange that extra deck. So I definitely could do it. 1 Megazord, 2 Luster Rex. If you don't know what he does, basically he's, kind of effect failure, he just negates monster effects. Not that big of a deal. He's really just another different name that you can also use for Yeah. Anyway, 2 Magna Liger, 2 Ouroboros, can't pronounce that, and 2 Grand Pulses, 1 of the true Super Quanto Mech King Blaster mod, Magna, that guy. Yet again, I love this card. This is something that, they definitely needed. I wish he was only 2, but yet again, it's just supposed to be, the Ultra Zord. This is supposed to be a step up from this, even though this is significantly better, just whatever. But in the sense of lore, I'm assuming that, you know, oh no, they're getting beat, he comes out, they combined all together to make him, oh boy, so badass. Which, yeah, he is badass. And to Lympholyncus, yeah. And, now yet again, another thing to kind of, you know, like, here's some, you know, some pros and cons about Lympholyncus. Lympholyncus is great because I can use Demon monsters, he has literally no restrictions, but he is a normal monster, he does not have any effect. So you cannot use Lympholyncus to bring him out. So how does that work? You know, how do you use him? I've only used him once in my playtesting, and that was just me doing bullshit extension and whatever. I basically had game made. But in my opinion, the only real way you're gonna bring him out is if someone sends Magnus to the graveyard, Magnus effect, grab 3 of these bitches and E3, and then you can use the 3 bitches for him, and so on and so on and so on. Another thing, yes, I'm only running the 1 Magnus with 2 of everything else. You could do 1 of everything, but these are your resources. Like, this is your resources for him. If someone actually stops him or does whatever to him, whatever. I mean, that's the whole point of the deck. But you don't need more than 1 Magnus. You really don't. And with how Rome is so tight and everything, if the extract went up to 20, oh my god, I'd be so happy. But yeah, you have to work with what you got. Anyways, guys, if you like 3C, please comment, like, subscribe, tell me what you got, any tips, tricks, or ideas down below in the comments. Let's get a discussion going. Like, what do you think about the archetype and, you know, just in general? Maybe not necessarily my variant of how I run this deck or anything, but I just think it's awesome. And you know, it's one of those things that Super Quantums can actually be totally expandable, and like they could do with things that it could just be a toolbox kind of deck. That's like, oh, you know, you don't have to run red layer. You don't have to run blue layer. You don't have to run particular ones because there's so many of them. So they could make you know, variants for the archetype that's more control based, something that's more OTK, something that's more splash or however. So I would love to see that. I would love them to make more Rangers, more Zords, more everything. And I think that's what they're gonna do. I mean, look at the extract, you know, right now. It's super tight and it's kind of hard to do everything. But yeah, what do you guys think? As always, thanks for watching.